Mr. here with another best attack of the war. We're looking at Town Hall 12 this time, and lo and behold, not a single bat spell in sight, not even one or two to take in air defense or anything like that. Okay, now before we get into this is the base obviously in question. I want to draw your attention to something that I've mentioned previously, and that is segmenting a base into quarters. Okay. So in this case here, this is roughly our quarters, just to think. What you can see here is that this little section up here has a moat, which kind of creates a moat here, which kind of quarters this section off all by itself. Now this one here, you can see that you could follow that wall to create a quarter. If you can't quite get it 100%, that's okay. So then you could just look at it as this kind of thing, as a quadrant, as a quarter. Maybe you can extend it that way. So you're looking a little bit more. Obviously, you're not going to take this out. So you might be looking at that as a sort of goal. Now what that means is if you take that out, you've got a little thing here, and you've got two different attack elements. Even if you're coming in with a LALO, you can see here, you've got two different attack elements, which is this quadrant, or quarter of the base, and then this one. And then whatever's left, they will path over because your first push in took out this section. Okay, so that's the overall kind of what we're looking at here with this attack. So let's just get into it and we'll see how that all actually transpired. All right. So we're going to start off with the SUI portion. SUI push into the base. And the goal here is not to take out the eagle. If you get the eagle, that's really fantastic. But if you can take out the queen, take out the CC, take out the town hall, and if you can get both of these infernos, that is just primo, really, really good value. So got the jump spell down early. We're going to have a rage spell. I think we'll have the rage spell. The siege machine's popped already. There we go. The rage spell's there. We've got some Valkyries in the siege machine. Take out the queen. Help take out the town hall a little bit quicker. You've got the Grand Warden and the queen. So the Warden's ability is getting used on the push into the base here. So the Warden is used to push into the base, not as a back end element. So Queen will take out the Expo and the air defense, and I don't think she'll get the Eagle artillery. No, she'll just probably barely just miss out on the Eagle. Okay, Queen's gone down. Baby Dragon's still up here, so have a bit of a minion, and oh, look at that, get another minion onto it, and his own Baby Dragon. All right, so first quadrant push. So hound balloons come in, and then you'll notice a bit of a pause, and then the second quadrant push. So it's kind of, the pause helped accentuate that it was a second quadrant push. So first part, second part, and now we have the hit spells coming in. Okay, now there is something interesting at the end of this raid. We're going to have a look at this on replay again, and we'll zoom in at the end, towards the end. We'll be zooming in. So pay attention to the balloons. That's all I'll say. I'll give you a little bit of a hint. Excellent last haste spell, as you're about to see in a moment. So we won't speed it up. We'll just let this play out. So good timing on the haste spell to take out the Wizzy, take out the Tesla, and now we've just got a little bit of cleanup going on. We've got plenty of pups. And generally when you're doing a LALO, I like to think bring some minions, because if the pups don't pop or you don't have pops or anything like this. Now keep an eye on these balloons here. The red, when I first saw this, I was looking at the minions and things like that, and then I looked over and I went, what did I just see happen to all those balloons? There just seemed to be a lot of sparks and everything flying around everywhere. Okay, so we'll just let this play out, then we'll have another look at it, and on the second playthrough, now that you know what to look for, how we're segmenting the base into quadrants or quarters, and then on the second playthrough, I'll zoom in on that area where the balloons are so you can see how devastating a whole bunch of red balloons are. Obviously, if you're going to come in with red balloons this way, they're all going to die before they even get to the wizard. The wizard won't need to take anything else of them. If you have got a couple of red balloons or something like that, and then red air bombs, and then when they come into the wizard will one-shot them all. But that was just an interesting little thing, caught my eye. It's not something that you see every day. And I've watched it a couple of times. It was actually really hard to try and see where the tornado trap was placed on this base. So I hadn't quite been able to see the troops just whizzing around. Of course, if it was a low-level tornado trap, it might have only been there for a second or two, couple seconds, whatever that one is. And then I've just missed it because it's such a low level. So Grand Warden's gone in. This is that time when you think to yourself, come on, Grand Warden, just shoot the baby dragon. Just shoot the baby dragon, will you? And the Grand Warden's like, nah. So got to draw a minion, get the baby dragon out with the minion, get another baby dragon in, help take the baby dragon down. And now we come in with the balloon portion again. So you get to see, this is the air defense. You've got these two air defenses left. So 2 lava hounds on the first one. Just getting ready for the haste spells now, and you've got that lava hound coming in. Haste spells to get through that wizard and try and get onto that multi-inferno really quickly before all the balloons get roasted. Hasting through this detrimental area here. Eagle goes down. There wasn't a lot of health left on the eagle. Into an air sweeper. That's really a nuisance. Just corner of the air sweeper. Heal spell for that last little bit. Now we'll get a bit of a zoom in going here so you can see what's going to happen as the wizard goes down. So you know the wizard goes down, but we'll just want to have a look at all those air bombs, all those red air bombs. So the wizard doesn't really get that much done. It takes a little bit of health off them, but nothing really that detrimental. Some of them have a little bit of sickness, but you know, half health, 3/4 health on some of them, full health on others. Now, if this single bomb had triggered all those balloons, it's really good. So let's just watch all the red air bombs now. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think there was 5 red air bombs, and they just took out all those balloons. Okay, so that is the attack of the war. Town Hall 12 v Town Hall 12. SUI LALO, not a single bat spell in use. And so we come to the question of the day. Now, there's a singer out there called Adele, and she has a song called I won't tell you the song. I almost gave it away. So the question of the day is, why did the singer Adele cross the road? Why did she cross the road? She crossed the road so she could sing Hello from the Other Side. And look, you got to know, but if you don't know, she's got a song called Hello, and the first lyrics of the song is Hello from the Other Side. Anyway, that's it for this Attack of the War, Best Attack of the War video. Do please let me know what you thought of it, or even if you've attacked this base, if you do a little quadrant sort of a section like that, please share this with your clanmates. Leave the video a thumb up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next video.